What is up, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's on here? Let a few more folks jump in. If anybody's got any questions, go ahead and throw them in the. George, you should be out working, not on my live. And thank you for the video. I appreciate that. It only took a couple times, but it looks good, man. The trailer looks great. I was impressed. I like the machines. Like the fact that the old antifreeze tank is coming off soon. That means things are warming up and people are going to be starting to get a lot more busy. So exciting about that. Waiting on water fill. Ah, good. I like it. That's the worst, waiting on water fill. What's up, Scott Ferguson? How are you? Caden, how are you? Good morning. Legit box. I don't know what that means. Would you treat a wood deck with SH? It's not the ideal method to do that, but you can definitely use it as a bleaching agent. That's what SH does, and you can do that. Just you will always want to do a test spot on that. Nazar, how are you? The 3-me master. Hey, how are you? So I am only going to stay on here for probably about 30 minutes. I actually got a call. I just got to get on a Zoom call here in a minute with our lead developer. And we've got some things going on with that, some exciting stuff that should be pushed out in the next day. And yeah, 1/4 inch. Has anyone used 1/4 inch PSI hose? I don't know what PSI is, but 1/4 inch hose is good for downstreaming. Anthony Dyer, how are you? Daniel, hello. What up? What up? So if you guys have got any business related questions, please leave them in the chat and I will do my best to answer them. And if you've got any wash related, my biggest concern would be causing the wood to rot over time with the SH. No, you're fine. Because you're not going to be using a strong enough solution to where it's going to cause any significant damage, and you're going to be rinsing it off after. So I would not even, that would not be even in the realm of possibilities. Hello to you. I want to know what pressure washer business help to me is deaf. Okay. Hello to you. I want to know about pressure washer business help to me is deaf from Columbia, South Carolina. Watch my channel. Lots of stuff on here that can help anybody, whether you're deaf or you can hear. So definitely some good information. You can dive deep into that, and I know that there is a wealth of knowledge that has been put out there by tons of people all over the internet. And just be cognizant and cautious of who you listen to, because there is some bad information out there. Hello to you. Let's see. Hey, Mike. When it comes down to, don't know what that means. It's rated for less than 3,500 PSI, the kind you get with electric pressure washers. Well, George, if you're downstreaming, are you using, okay, let's talk about this. Are you talking about the hose that connects from your downstreamer that goes into the chemical tank? If that's the case, 1/4 inch is fine. Okay. It's rated for less than 3,000 PSI. Okay, so I think you're not talking about that. It's not 1/4 inch. It's going to be 3/8 inch, which is going to be the minimum for your machines that you would use, because I've seen your machines. So 3/8 inch hose. I would 3,500 PSI is probably adequate. And I would go with dual wire. Stop being cheap, right? Like, and not you specifically, George, but I see all the time people are out there and they're trying to reinvent the wheel. They're trying to go the cheap way. And the cheap way is not necessarily a bad way, but like, don't try to like shortcut yourself or shortcut the process by doing stuff that is stupid. And using an electric pressure washing hose on I think you've got 8 gallon per minute machines, if I'm not mistaken, it's probably not a good idea. Yeah, don't do it. Like, go buy a hose, go get more jobs and have enough money to where it doesn't matter. Like, you're not trying to save, People try to jump over nickels to save pennies, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Downstream before hose reel or at the wand with a bucket. That is not what. Oh, okay. Dude, George, I did notice you say that in your video. 16% SH is insane. Like the most that we can get down here is like 10, 10 and a half. We used to be able to get 12, but that place is no longer going. Always good stuff, and I'm not even in the business. Okay, thank you. Is SH good degreaser? No, it is not a degreaser at all. Okay, always good. No, pressure hose, not cheap, just wondering. Downstream before hose reel or at the wand with a bucket. Downstreaming at the wand with a bucket would be more considered like the X-Jet, not necessarily down. It's still downstreaming because you're downstream of the pump. And that's what, by definition, that means. If you're upstream, your chemical injector is pre-pump, which means the chemical is going through the pump, which is not a good thing, which is why everybody downstreams and nobody upstreams or downstream. They don't upstream because it could cause catastrophic failure to your pump. But I would go from the hose reel into your chemical tank. Why would you want to carry a bucket around with a wand? That's why I don't like X-Jets. I think there's just a huge potential for accidents. When it comes down to contacting property managers, what is your ideal talking points on the first contact with them? Find out who they are, what they need. If they have got anything planned. Obviously, most property management companies have budgets. They do those budgets at, typically in the fall, and they plan out ahead. So you just that initial contact is basically going to be an introduction, and hopefully you can create enough bond there and create a relationship so that when it does come time for them to get quotes when they send the bid out, then you're going to be on that short list. Stay in front of them as well. But I would not wear them out with a bunch of bullshit that nobody really cares about. They don't care about your machine. They don't care about your chemical ratios or that you're licensed or insured. That all goes without saying. If you're a professional business, you have licensing, you have insurance. Like when I go to a nice restaurant, I know that they've got the proper insurance and they're licensed and, they're certified and all of the things that, you need to be in order to run a reputable, legitimate business. So that's my 2 cents. I know a lot of people get crazy with the technicalities of what we do, and it's not necessary. In fact, it's probably information overload for a lot of these people. They don't care. They want to know that you can do the job, do it well, provide a fair price, and get in and out of there and not disturb them. So those are the things. Those are my talking points. So rewind that, watch that, write it down. Those are the talking points that you want to focus on. I have a backup hose in case I blow one. Perfect. Yo, Mike, love your vids. Thank you, Soft Wash Solutions from New York. Do you do local ads to market your business? I recommend you do local ads to market any kind of service-based business, whether that's Facebook ads, Nextdoor, Google ads are where I would recommend people invest the most of their budget. If they're going to be running, click ads, that's just my personal opinion. A lot of people have had great success, as have we with Facebook ads. So there are great opportunities all around. There are 45 people in here, and there are only 5 thumbs up. Go ahead, click the little thing, and tell Google that you like what you're hearing and seeing. You don't have to like what you're seeing, of course, but at least what you're hearing. I know I'm not the most handsome person, so let's see. This is awesome. Thank you. What is the best degreaser to use? Lawrence, I don't know where you're from. There are local places, I am sure, that sell degreaser, whether it's a pressure washing wholesaler or distributor in your area. You can go to Napa. You can go to auto parts places and get strong degreasers. I don't even know some of the names. We buy all of our degreaser from one of 2 places. My main source is Dynamite Degreaser from Southeast Soft Wash. And I also get it from L&H Industrial, which is my local place here in Savannah. They do a great job. They've got, theirs is called Big Dog. And, there are degreasers all over the place. So find one that works best for you and but yeah, give Cody and Jonathan a call over at southeastsoftwash.com, and they can help you out. Let's see. Sweet. That was awesome info, Mike. Would you start off with Facebook advertising or door to door? Okay, I would not start off with one thing in particular. I would start off with a barrage of marketing tactics. Both of those that you included or should be used. Definitely door to door when you're first starting out. You got to get your name out there, and just because you're in business, I've said it a million times, that doesn't mean anybody knows you're in business. So you have to do everything you can to get it in front of as many people as possible. Nextdoor is a great place. Facebook is a great place. Make sure you've got your Google business page up and running, and you're spending time every single day populating that with before and after pictures. You're asking for reviews. You're providing content on all of these platforms, Facebook included. Make sure you have a Facebook business page. Ask your friends and your family to share that out. Go to local groups. Interact as your business. These are all good things that can help get your name out there. Flyers, postcards, always have business cards. You've got the interweb, and you can go and search realtors, property managers. There's whatever business that you're looking to, find a niche and attack. All of these places are great places to start. So don't just think one or two places, think 10 or 15. Let's see. Checking in. What's up, Delaware Diamond Softwash? Every time I see your name, I think of Diamond Dallas Page for some reason. Wish it was Triple D. Diamond Dallas Page. He wasn't Triple D. Oh, whatever. Mike is the GOAT. Thank you, Wand Wizard. With the strong with the strong SH, I can get it. Gotta change my orifice on my injector. I just lost you, George. Don't want to waste SH or damage anything with the strong SH. Correct. Would you argue against or for the use of my name in business title? I have no intention of ever selling. Caden, what would the business name be, and how does it relate to the service that you're providing? Tell me that, and then I can answer your question. The orifice installed is for 5 to 8. We'll change to 8 to 10. Yeah, we use 5 to 8 on ours, but we're 8 gallon per minute. Golden Assassin, is that a good one? Should I do door to door? Yes, do door to door. How do you go about getting into pressure washing a vehicle, fleet, or heavy machinery? Anything special? You need to find the companies that have the fleets. Also understand that you're going to be required to have the proper insurance to step foot on these things. A lot of these big fleet folks, like we used to do a lot for FedEx, for UPS. We had a big fleet of armored cars that we would do like once a month. And it got to the point where FedEx was starting to require us to berm and remove the wastewater. And that was not something that I was willing to do, simply because, at least when we were doing it, fleet washing wasn't as profitable as some of the other things that we could do. So I didn't want to allocate time to projects that were less profitable for my business. And with that being said, we moved away from the fleet washing because it was going to become more of an environmental issue, and it just wasn't as profitable. But I would find all of those places, like, I don't know where you live here in Savannah. We are right. We've got a huge port facility here, and there are trucks and containers and companies everywhere with trucks. So find them, transportation companies, identify who the person is, walk in, talk to the front desk, find out who it is, and then try to get in front of them. Understand, though, that you will be competing against people that do this full time. You will be doing this with people that have, and that's a completely different world than pressure washing. Fleet washing is a very, very specific niche, much like hood cleaning, where there are special techniques and chemicals. They talk about 1 stage and 2 stage and all these different things, which I don't know about, but you're going to be competing with people that do. So you better be on your A game, do your research, get educated, and then you can go in there and be efficient and profitable. Just got back from washing 2 houses this morning. I love it, James. Good job. I'm having a hard time finding a name that really clicks with me. Got it. Sweet. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome. DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. Leatherman Soft Wash Services. Leatherman is a cool last name. I mean, I'll give you that. Like, Leatherman's a cool name. One thing that I absolutely hate is when I see LLC behind a name. No one gives a damn, right? Just like I said before, LLC is kind of like, okay, I would hope that the businesses that I'm hiring, the professional businesses that are out there, they are they are insured, they are covered by an LLC or an S corp or some other, a sole proprietorship. You don't need to put that on your company name. And if you do have it on there, take it off. Because honestly, to me, it just makes you look like an amateur. Like I don't, Rolex doesn't have, S corp next to their name. Louis Vuitton doesn't have an LLC, right? Like, take it off. Leatherman soft wash. I would just go with that. Like services, yeah, you're a soft wash business. Of course, you've got services. But again, I mean, I'm not the. I. That's just my opinion. I want to provide marketing services to pressure washing businesses. What do you think are pressure washing business owners' biggest problems that I can help them solve? Getting customers, getting in front of as many people as possible, the same issues that everybody has. Good luck to you. There are thousands of people that target this industry and try to do the same thing that you are doing. And a lot of the guys that are doing it are actually in the business and they've got relationships currently with people and they know how to market and do the things that they do in order to generate the business and the eyeballs on those businesses. So I don't know, man. I'm watching a tennis court right now. Thanks for the entertainment. Nice. I'm glad. Hopefully it's a soft wash. And we actually just joined the Chatham Racket Club here. So we're going to be doing a little tennis. Well, let's see. Do you like the Fierce Jet? I don't know what a Fierce Jet hose is. What do you think about the DOT card for marketing with people? I just got one and it's cool. I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is. So tell me what that is. Because we might be calling it something different. I live in a dry climate where there is no algae, etc. Would you still start a soft washing business? There are a ton of cleaning businesses, exterior cleaning businesses in dry climates. Just understand that you're not going to be dealing with probably a lot of residential. It's going to be more commercial, I would anticipate. And yeah, I think so. Leather Pro Wash, man. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Water good to go. Gotta go, Mike. Make that money, baby. Yes, sir. Have a good day, George. What is the one thing you would tell yourself at 25? The one thing that I would tell myself at age 25 is that in, let's say, early May, this is what I'd say. I'd say, hey, Mike, in early May of 2019, you're not going to be feeling well. And instead of waiting around and just not feeling well, go to the doctor and hopefully he will say, hey, Mike, you've got early onset bilateral walking pneumonia, and we're going to go ahead and give you an antibiotic for it so you don't die twice and end up in a coma for almost a month and rack up over $1 million worth of bills. That's what I would tell myself. Is that the answer that you were expecting? Probably not. But really, what would I'd say? Look, shit's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. There are no magic bullets, and it's going to sound cliche and like I'm selling something, but I've tried to do everything myself. I tried to do everything the hard way. I was the guy that was going to build my own equipment. I was the guy I was giving George shit earlier because he was trying to like use a freaking electric pressure washer hose on his big 8-gallon or 10-gallon per minute machine. Don't be cheap. Don't try to shortcut the process. Invest when you can. And I understand that most people starting out, they're on a tight budget, but like, had I kind of backed away from the bullshit early on, I think I would have been further along and that would have been a good thing. So that's what I would tell myself. Don't be afraid to listen to other people. Don't be afraid to invest in education. Don't be afraid to surround yourself with people that can benefit you and you can learn from them. I still learn shit every single day. That's why like I hang out with Cody and Aaron and Justin. And it's because we've got very similar goals. We are on the same path, the same trajectory, and it's only gotten better when we've come together. And that's something that I didn't have previously. So yeah, that's what I would tell myself. Let's see. How do you wash siding? Okay, I got 10 minutes left. How do you wash siding or anything that has trees like 1 to 12 inches away from the surface? Do you try to get between the vegetation and surface to be clean? Yes. Try to spray your detergent on the wall that you're trying to clean. It's the best thing to do. Out here in California, I'm jumping through hoops to get a license for pressure washing. I have heard that. It sounds real shitty to live out in California, to be honest. Your governor sucks. Pretty much everything about your state sucks, I think. So yeah, sorry about that. I think you have to do some bullshit like year-long or 2-year-long internship for pressure washing or apprenticeship. Ridiculous. It's like a smart business. Oh yeah. We don't carry a bunch of business cards. That's cool. I like that. What do I do with all of the water that drains down a driveway? My neighborhood doesn't have sewers. Well, what we do is we watch it run down the driveway and then it runs into the gutters and then it evaporates. The wonderful thing about water is it's, if you look at the water cycle, water does not disappear. Water simply evaporates, goes up into the air, and then it comes back. It's an amazing thing. We've actually never had any more water, with the exception of like asteroids that had some water that have landed on Earth. That's the only new water that we've had. We don't lose water. I don't know. I get people like to talk about that. There are regulations out in California, probably where it was the Clean Water Act of like 1972 or something like that, which requires you to not allow water from the driveway that was being washed to go into the street or into the gutters or the sewer system. Well, it rains every single day in a lot of areas, and nobody's getting fined. So I don't know. It's difficult for me to answer that question. Mike, what's up, bro? Hey, Reggie, how are you? Out shaking hands, kissing babies. Hope you're well, my friend. I love it. Go get that business. The How to Wash course is the best. Well worth getting. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. If I wanted to take every course you have to offer, is there a package that has them all included, or do I need to purchase them separately? Yeah, we do. We've got an everything package for both all of the courses, the training courses. Also, we have the everything assets. So you can get like the pressure washing contract, my email sequences, before and after pictures, both sets. There's a litany of things on that. Everything is on the resource page at pwcourse.com, so you can check that out. And what I would suggest, Caden, if you're serious, I would just do the lifetime membership of the Inner Circle, which gives you access to every single course in our training library. And you also get a lifetime membership to the Inner Circle, which gets you two video calls a month with the Core 4, where you can ask questions. We go over, just not basic. We go over in-depth stuff about businesses. You ask the questions, we answer the questions. We talk about our big wins. We go over folks' ads. Like if you're running Facebook ads, you're not having success, we'll pop them up on the screen for everybody to see. We'll analyze them. Plus, there's like over a year of backlog of calls. So that's a bunch of information to get. Plus, you get to surround yourself, like I was just talking, with great people that have the same goals. We've got a multitude of six-figure earners in our group that are kind of the upper echelon of the industry. And everybody is in there to help, right? We have accountability partners. It's just a great group that you can join. And there's lifetime membership, so you don't ever pay a monthly fee. Let's see. About to put in an order for a 4x4,000 pressure washer. That is awesome, Spooderman. Good luck. Do you use the XJet? If so, I don't use an XJet. Hey, no, I just lost that one. Okay, I've got like 5 minutes. What's up, Mike? I'm loving the courses I purchased from you. Hey, so I can have, say, Jimbo Power Wash Company instead of the LLC, because I do hate remove the LLC. There's nothing professional about having an LLC next to your name. It doesn't make sense. Tell me one brand that has LLC next to their name. Nobody does. It's kind of like when I see people with business cards, and if you've got this on your business card, I apologize. Um, like I saw, well, we'll take it a step further. Back when I had my landscape maintenance business, I had outsourced. We had a huge commercial property, and we were doing a bunch of like spring cleanup, bushes and whatnot, and I just didn't want to put my guys on it. So I hired this company to come in and do it. The guy was super nice. Shows up and he's wearing his golf shirt, right? He's a landscaper and he's a solo operator, which is fine, right? But on his shirt it had his name and then it said huge CEO. Okay. Right. Okay. You're the CEO of what? Your business. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. You're an entrepreneur. You're out here. But does Elon Musk have CEO of SpaceX on his shirt? Right. Does Jeff Bezos have? No. Like think like a professional. Think not like somebody that's just starting a business. And yes, you're proud of it. And yes, you're an LLC. You're legitimate. Yes, you're the CEO, you're the owner operator, you're the president. And I mean, I've seen president and CEO and stuff. Like, take it down a notch, right? Like on my business cards, if I don't even know if I've got any right now, it says Mike, right? It's got my phone number. I'm not trying to impress people with a title or anything else. I'm trying to impress them with how I present myself in my business, my company, and basically, you know, how we perform. So that's my 2 cents on that. We was cleaning an outdoor chimney, soft wash it 3 times, but the grime did not go away. What would you suggest? Sometimes you got to pull out a ladder. Sometimes you got to experiment with a little bit more pressure. If it's a stucco chimney, be very careful, but sometimes, you know, it does take a little bit more. Thanks for your help. Will the foam from detergent evaporate as well? Would a big hot air fan do anything? Stop overthinking it, right? The foam is going to go away. When you take a bath and you clean yourself off with soap, where does it go? What do you think of the company name Prime Power Cleaning or Prime Soft Wash? I think it's cool. I would call it Optimus Prime Soft Wash. And then I would talk in an Optimus Prime voice when I was talking to customers. That's what I would do. And then I'd say, like, when we were done with the job, I'd say, like, Zach Johnson. What does he say? Autobots transform and roll out. That's what I would do. And yes, California sucks big time here. Sorry, man. Michigan finally got. Where'd you go? I'm in Michigan too. Where'd you go? Michigan finally got some nice days. Where do I start? Business cards, Google my business, obviously passing my number around. I don't have money for a website just quite yet. Okay. Now, Sophia, I am going to use you as an example, and I apologize in advance, but what you just said, everything you just said was wrong. And not because it was intentional, but because you don't know any better. So hopefully somebody out there watching this is going to be able to take a little bit about what I'm about to say. He just said, we just got some good days here in Michigan. Where should I start? The answer to that question is 3 months ago. That's when you should have started. It doesn't happen overnight, right? Just because you've got a couple nice days, now you're going to look for some business. No, you should have been looking for business for when it did turn nice. And you should be on Google. You should be on Nextdoor. You should watch the beginning of this video where I go through this exact same thing. But this is a common question, and it's a common mistake that people make. It's a common mistake that people make in year 1 or even pre-year 1, as well as in year 3 and 5 and 10, because what happens is we start getting busy, right? This is a little bit different than what Sophia is talking about. You start getting busy and you're busy, and you slack off on your marketing. And then things slow down and you're like, oh shit, I need to start marketing. That's not how it should be. Constant throughout the year, constantly generating leads, constantly collecting potential customers' emails and phone numbers, constantly scouring the internet, looking for people that you can call on, and then call on them then, not now. So that's what I think. That's where you should have started. But go knock on doors. Like you said, everybody you know, ask them for help. Ask them to refer you. Can sodium hydroxide be used for cleaning concrete and for soft washing? Sodium hydroxide. I'm sure anything can be used for anything, but like, don't reinvent the wheel. Why do you want to use sodium hydroxide as opposed to sodium hypochlorite, which is the industry standard? Appreciate the live stream. It's breaking up the constant listening to inner circle calls. But the inner circle calls are pretty good, I hope. How much is that? And is it just a subscription? Um, the lifetime membership, there is a subscription and it's $149 a month, but that does not get you instant access to all of the training courses. It gets you in the group. It gets you the calls and the backlog of calls. It gets you your accountability partner, it gets you all of the benefits. But if you want to get all the courses instantly, then it's going to cost $997 if you're not a member. If you are a member and you want to do the lifetime deal, then it's $799. But you have to be a member in order to get the deal, and that's why the non-member price is a little bit higher. And after that, there are no monthly fees ever. It's a one-time deal. You get instant access that day you pay to every single training course, and then you get in the group. I'm in Michigan too. I just got my LLC approved. I started my website to have something to show customers. I washed my neighbors for free for pictures. They tipped handsomely. That is awesome. Well, that answers that question. I should have jumped the gun. Shouldn't have jumped the gun. Let's see. Reef and Chill. Checked out my slave day job for the last time this morning. Awesome. Going full time. Thank you for the endless good information. I look forward to the chance to give back. No such thing as competition. Amen. Where are you located, Reef and Chill? How much did it cost for the LLC paperwork, and do you currently have general liability or not quite yet? Yeah, you definitely want to think about the general liability. You're going to want to think about workers' comp if you're going to try to do any kind of commercial work. It's a necessity. So, Mike, some states require the LLC be placed on all advertisements and business names printed on signs or apps, yard signs. That's horrible, James. I didn't realize that. So to all those people that it is a requirement, I apologize. But I do still hate it. I still think it looks janky as hell. So maybe let's pass some legislation to prevent people from having to do that. But I guess it does make sense, James, right? Like, it makes sense because if it's a requirement, then those that don't do it don't have it. Let's see. An LLC separates your personal assets from your business assets. So if your business gets sued, they can't take your personal assets, right? But that doesn't have anything to do with general liability insurance if something terrible goes wrong. Like, you definitely need to be insured. Going to lunch, Fat Boy needs some food. Have a great day. Thank you. You too, man. Enjoy. I asked for one thing from 25 and you gave me a book. Great advice. Thank you. I don't have liability yet. It's my next step. I use that in business. Yeah, an LLC setup is not terribly expensive, and you can do it even cheaper if you try to do it yourself and jump through all the government hoops. But like I've used what are they called? LegalZoom for a couple of the LLCs that we've done. I know anyone who can build me a soft wash box. Yeah, Southeast Soft Wash can. Jessa, how are you? Be proactive. Thanks for all the info and advice, Mike. So I talked to Cody yesterday, and apparently you guys had a nice conversation. I've not heard back from you, so that's a little discouraging. But I did talk to, oh gosh, what's her name? But we've got everything set up. So Jessa here is with a company called Jill's Office, and they provide a bunch of different services, one of which is the call answering service. And we all know that if Maddie, that's who it was. She was great. If you don't answer a call right away, and so, like, your competition gets the call, they're getting the job, right? And that's why the speed of everything that we do, and that's why we built 𝗂𝘂cie𝗁𝗲, is because you need to be able to present your customer with a lightning fast estimate before they call anybody else, right? And you can do it on the phone with 𝗂𝘂cie𝗁𝗲. You can look everything up. You can map everything out. You can send them a ridiculously detailed and professional, almost instantaneous quote, and close that deal before they have the opportunity or even the inclination to call somebody else. So that is kind of where my thought is on it, like, and that's why we have a call center, because if somebody calls, because they're just Googling, right? A large percentage of our business is repeat customers, but even repeat customers, they might go with somebody else if you don't answer your phone, right? Or you don't get back to them in a timely manner. You get done working and you've got all these voicemails you're returning and like you're tired. But if you've got a call service that's answering, they're sending you a message immediately. You can look at it, you can vet it quickly, you can get them a quote instantly, right? That's how you're gonna grow. That's how you're gonna be more successful. And it costs money, right? You have to pay to play, but it's worth it. You're going to 10x your investment, right? Having a call center has made us hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more, in lost revenue, right? Because all those customers would have just gone to someone else. Oh, you don't answer, I'm calling the next guy. They don't answer, I'm calling the next. This guy answers, he gives me a price, boom, it's booked. So be smart with your business and think bigger than you are, because you need to be bigger than you are. Let's see. Thank you. Located in your backyard, based out of Richmond Hill, Allegiance Pressure Washing. That is awesome. Best of luck to you. There was another gentleman that was he's out of Richmond Hill, just started his business, and he came to WashCon with us. And it was awesome. I love our folks. So if you ever see me around, I will not be on a truck washing, but you might see me out filming somebody. So stop and say, hey, but don't come to my house because I will shoot you. And people like have showed up to my house, right? That's just weird, right? You see, what's that right there? Oh, that's just one of many. And I will shoot you. So don't come to my house. And I'm only kidding. Oh, I will shoot you, but reef and chill. Like, we're competitors, we're friends. It's all good. Hello, I'm about to start out pressure washing concrete driveways and was wondering, what's a good close ratio when starting out? You try to get jobs and get your foot in the market. Thank you in advance. Alex, great question. Know your value, know your worth. Make sure that you're charging enough to cover your costs. And then if you decide you want to go a little cheap, then you can go a little cheap to get your name out there, to get some before and after pictures, hopefully to get some reviews from customers. That word of mouth advertising, all really good things. So as far as a close ratio when you're first starting, a close ratio is a beautiful, data drives all decisions, right? If your close ratio is too high, that means your prices are too low. If your ratio is too low, either you suck at sales, your marketing is ass, or you're charging too much. So you lower your prices, maybe you'll get some more jobs and close some more sales. And conversely, if you lower your prices, you probably won't be as busy, but you're going to be making more money. So I don't really like to talk percentages because everybody's business is different. Does Southeast do custom boxes? I don't need an entire skid or trailer, just a holding box. No, they don't. Call somebody else. He just joined the chat from, hey, what's up? I'm going to call you Mr. Jordan because I can't say your first name. They sell the parts of their systems. Yeah, they do. You can buy all the components from 𝗂𝘂cie and assemble it yourself. He also put together a great training course on how to build a soft wash system. So that's something, electrical, plumbing, all of that. It's on our resource page, pwcourse.com. How old do you need to be to start a pressure washing business? Yeah, I don't know. Like, you can go clean your neighbor's stuff and doesn't matter how old you are, but I just think it's, there's like laws, I think, like child labor laws and stuff. So I don't know. My marketing is through comic strips, so they stand out. But I got a couple clients first day knocking. I saved up for a DeWalt 4200, and it runs so nice. That is awesome, Jose. Best of luck to you. I hope that you have continued success. Would you start doing soft washing commercial jobs with a 4 gallon per minute? Man, start with what you got and build from there. The most Southern thing I've ever heard. LOL. If they come unannounced, shoot them. As you should. Yes. Like, I mean, are you allowed? I don't think you can show guns. Like, I've got them everywhere. So just be forewarned that that it is the most Southern thing ever. What do you think about door hangers? Door hangers are good. Let's see. Pulling a trailer is difficult for my guys to drive, and will move equipment to the truck. Can I mount the equipment directly onto the truck, or should I build a wood skid to mount the equipment? Man, I don't know. Like, that's a great question. You can mount it directly to a truck. I mean, there's flatbed trailers out there all over the place that are direct mounted, right? Having it on a skid gives you the ability to pull it out should the truck go down, right? So, and yes, I've had many an employee who have had difficulties driving trailers. Okay. I live in Ohio and we need permits from EPA called water discharge permit. That's awesome. That sucks too. Building or buying your own reverse osmosis system for window washing. I don't know. I mean, and it depends, I think, also where you live. Where we live, the hard water content is not that bad. Or I guess the minerals and the stuff in the water. And so we can get away with a single stage. No. We can get away with a single stage. We've got Unger. I can't remember, but it's just like a little green thing, and it does great for us. But again, the harder the water, and you're going to have to figure that out. I'm not a window cleaning expert. Let's see. I bought a bunch of stuff over the years from the window cleaning resource. There's a guy named Alex and his brother, who I don't know his name. They own that. They do a phenomenal job. They've got amazing customer service. So I would recommend, Googling them, window cleaning resource, and check them out for any kind of window cleaning stuff, squeegees, mops, all of your parts, all of your accessories. I actually need to call them because I need a couple little things, but they have been phenomenal. Great, great, great customer service. Go above and beyond for their folks. And I'd give them a ring. Let's see. Got told by my friend to just ignore chemicals and just spend more time using water to reduce the risk of damage. Do you agree with him? No, Willis, your friend is an idiot. Using more water would cause more damage. Using chems is what prevents you from doing so. What do you think is the best water reclamation system practice? My go-to method for water reclamation is don't reclaim water. Do you have a good lifespan with your Everflow 12-volt pumps? We've switched from Everflow. All we use is Remco's. And yes, we do get a good job, George. We do get a pretty good amount of, life out of them. But also remember that whatever 12-volt pump that you're using is probably under $200, maybe $250 delivered. And one house wash pays for that. One roof wash pays for like 3 or 4 of them. So let's not get caught up on how long they last. Do your part to run fresh water through them after every use. And if you can get a month out of them, you've made 10, 15, 20x what you put into that pump. If you get 2 or 3 months out of them, then you have hit a freaking lottery, right? So that's kind of my 2 cents on 12-volt pump viability and longevity. So hope that helped. Mike, got to run, man. James, have a great day. Yes, it does. Do you think that is sufficient for average 5 job per month? Yes, I do, Davis. Good afternoon, Boosted Boy. Best walking surface cleaner in your opinion? There's a lot of great, 59 people in here. There's only 25 thumbs ups. Tell Google that you like what you're hearing, please. Smash that little button. And that makes me happy when that happens. Let's see. Best walking surface cleaner. I don't know what a walking surface cleaner is, but I think BE makes a nice little surface cleaner. They're durable. You're welcome, Davis. I think that Whisper Wash does a phenomenal job with their product line. So I would highly recommend both of those. I'm a huge fan of plastic shells. And not necessarily wheels, right? Like we use floaters. So I don't know. I mean, but I also have a couple Whisper Washes that are the black ones with wheels, and they like them too. So as long as nobody's complaining, that's my favorite brand. Mike, is your How to Wash course, do you guys cover GMB optimization? No, we do not. How to Wash is just that. It is how to wash. How to wash every surface on a residential property, the chemicals that you need, specialty chemicals, safety protocols, tons of just tips on how to be more efficient. There's some business tips in there. There's a lot to it, but we do not go over GMB optimization. There is a little course. I'll tell you what, if you want to buy How to Wash, I'll throw in the GMB course for you for free. Just make sure after you buy it, you email me and just tell me that I told you that I would give you the GMB course. I think RO would be better because, yeah, you definitely need to do that. Okay, guys, I stayed on 15 minutes longer and I've gotten 2 calls from the people that I'm supposed to be on the phone with. Hey, Kareem, um, how can I get my business off the ground? Having a hard time getting customers and marketing. Hello, Daddy. Watch this from the beginning and it will help you. But I do have to hop off and appreciate you. I'm good. Thank you, Kareem. But I'm hopping off now. You were late to the party, so you guys can watch the old replay. And that's it. So I will, George, that is a good 20 minutes worth of work. All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to check out 𝗤𝘂𝗁. It is free. You can send estimates. You can send invoices. You can collect payments. You can also try a 14-day trial to get the premium version and see a lot of the other stuff that we have to offer. Lots of great things coming. And that's where I'm going right now. I've got a call with our development team, and we've got some big things planned there. So thanks for watching. See y'all. And I am out of here.